Hello again, NCAC sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of This Week in the NCAC. I'm your host, Brett Billhart. We'll open this week's show by taking a close look at the tight race that is developing across the conference in men's basketball. At the midpoint of the season, Wittenberg currently holds a one-game lead in the league standings at 7-1, with DePaul and Wabash right on their heels with identical 6-2 league marks. Ohio Wesleyan and Worcester are tied for 4th at 5-3, while Hiram, which upset Wittenberg on Saturday, sits at 4-4 in the 6th position. Worcester elevated its record to 5-3 with a pair of wins last week against Allegheny 73-51 and Ohio Wesleyan 72-68. Junior Josh Clater paced the Fighting Scots on the week, averaging 18 points and 7.5 rebounds per game. He had pinpoint accuracy from the floor as he connected on 16 of 20 field goal attempts, including a perfect 8 of 8 performance against OWU. Clater was named the NCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week for his efforts. DePaul continued its winning ways in league play by stretching its season-long winning streak to 4 games with wins over Denison 73-68 and Oberlin 69-37. Barry Flynn registered his 5th double-double of the season against Denison with 20 points and a career-high 14 rebounds. Allegheny picked up its first league win of the season on Saturday with a 64-62 triumph over Denison. Junior guard Devon McLeod led the Gators with 11 points, including the eventual game winner on a layup with one minute remaining on the game clock. League action will again intensify this week, with 2 marquee matchups on the slate for Wednesday, with Wittenberg hosting DePaul and Wabash traveling to Ohio Wesleyan. Ohio Wesleyan will again be tested on Saturday with a home contest against DePaul, while Worcester will be battle-tested with a road matchup against Hiram. NCAC women's basketball also sits at the midway point of the season, with DePaul once again on the top of the standings with a perfect 8-0 mark. Allegheny continues to keep pace with DPU at 7-1, while Kenyon at 6-3 and Wittenberg at 4-3 are both trying to align themselves in one of the top 4 spots, while 2011 NCAC champion Denison currently sits at 4-4 in the 5th spot in the standings. Kenyon split a pair of games last week, defeating Wittenberg 75-51 before falling to Ohio Wesleyan 63-61. Sophomore guard Maureen Hurt collected NCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week laurels for the second time this season after scoring 30 points and sinking 7 consecutive 3-point buckets in the win over Wittenberg. Hurt currently leads the nation in 3-pointers made per game as she is averaging 3.8 trays per contest. Hurt also leads the NCAC with 67 3-point baskets and a 48.2 shooting percentage from beyond the arc. Hiram earned its 2nd league win of the season last week with a 62-55 victory over Ohio Wesleyan. The victory snapped the Terriers' 24-game winless streak against the Battling Bishops, dating back to the 2000 season. Junior guard Chelsea Kovach helped spark the victory with 20 points and 4 rebounds, while senior Tiffany Shields added a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Allegheny maintained its position in the league standings with a 56-53 victory over Denison. It marked the Gators' first victory over the Big Red since the 2007-08 season. Junior Darryl Ford keyed the victory with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, while also connecting on all 11 of her free throw attempts. Women's action resumes this week with a few key matchups to keep an eye on. On Wednesday, DePaul travels to Wittenberg, and on Saturday, Kenyon plays host to Allegheny. Let's now shift our attention to the pool, where NCAC squads are starting to wrap up the regular season portion of their schedules and are beginning to prepare for the 2012 NCAC Championships, which will be held at CT Brandon Natatorium in Canton, Ohio, from February 15th through the 18th. Both Kenyon squads flexed their muscles this past week with impressive performances in 3 separate events. The Lords and Ladies were both victorious against Ohio Northern on Friday, and also both went on to capture the team title at the OWU Invitational on Saturday. In addition, select members of each squad traveled to the Oakland Quad in Michigan to compete against Division I talent. For the second time this season, the Lords and the ladies swept the NCAC Athlete of the Week honors. Senior Alyssa Vereshchagin earned the Women's Award after chalking up 7 victories over the weekend. Against ONU, she won the 200 IM, 100 breast, and swam a leg on the winning 200 medley relay. And at OWU, she was a member of both the winning 200 medley and 800 free relays, and also posted individual wins in the 100 breast and 200 breast. Lord Jr. Curtis Ramsey took the men's honor after also winning 7 events over the 2-day stretch. On Friday against the Polar Bears, he won the 50 free, 100 free, and swam a leg on the winning 200 free relay. And on Saturday at OWU, Ramsey won the 200 free, 50 free, 100 butterfly, and swam a leg on the winning 200 medley relay. The Ohio Wesleyan men opened last week's action with a 129.5 to 88.5 victory over Division II Findlay, and then went on to place second behind Kenyon at its own Invitational on Saturday. Battling Bishop freshman Matthew Mahoney won 3 events against Findlay, including the 200 free, 500 free, and 100 breast, and also touched first in the 100 breast at the OWU Invite. The Denison women were upended by Division I Toledo, 174 to 128 on Friday, but bounced back with a 178 to 107 decision against Grove City on Saturday. Freshman Katie Collins set a 6-dive school record on the 3-meter board with a total score of 294.22 against GCC. Denison will host its last official meet at Gregory Pool this Friday against Malone, as the university is scheduled to unveil its brand new state-of-the-art natatorium for the 2012-13 season. And finally, we'll wrap up this week's show by recognizing our Indoor Track and Field Athletes of the Week for the week ending on January 22nd. 3 different schools were represented on the Women's Weekly Awards list. Wittenberg senior Anna Henry claimed the distance award after she finished first among attached runners in the 5,000-meter run at the Otterbein Invitational with a personal best time of 18 minutes and 46 seconds. The Wittenberg women finished second overall behind Otterbein at the event. The weekly sprint hurdles honor went to Oberlin senior Ryan McChesney, who helped the Yo women edge out Worcester 75-74 on Friday evening in Worcester's brand new Scott Center. McChesney won the 500-meter run in a time of 1:25.26 and also ran a leg on the winning 4x400-meter relay that ultimately helped OC get past the Fighting Scots. The final Women's Award for field events went to Allegheny senior Lauren Butler after she won the shot put at the Baldwin Wallace mid-January meet with the 8th best toss in the country to date of 42 feet, 10 1/4 inches. The Gators went on to place 4th out of 8 teams at the meet. Wabash highlighted the men's award with a pair of winners, while Ohio Wesleyan was also represented on the men's awards list. Wabash junior Jake Waterman was selected as the distance award honoree after he won the 800-meter run in 1:54.4 at the Little Giant Invitational on Saturday. His clocking was the 5th fastest time in the nation to date. In addition, Waterman was also a member of the 3rd place 4x400-meter relay at the unscored event. Wabash sophomore Trevor Young garnered the weekly field event award after winning the pole vault at the Little Giant Invitational with a leap of 14 feet, 5 1/4 inches. And finally, Ohio Wesleyan junior Ethan Freet was named the weekly Sprint Hurdles Award winner after he won the 60-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and the long jump to help OWU earn a victory at its own triangular event on Saturday. Freet was also a member of the winning 4x200-meter relay. Fans, we once again thank you for tuning in for another episode of This Week in the NCAC, and we hope you tune in next week as we look forward to continually keeping you up to date on action from across the North Coast Athletic Conference. And as always, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings on your favorite NCAC squads, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org.